Hello, beautiful creatures, humans, aliens, angels, whatever you are, fairies, dragons. I'm just kidding. I've been deep in the fantasy stuff, okay? Yeah, so I want to do a reading for us, for the collective, and I want to ask Source what we are on the, brink of, what we're on the cusp of, and just kind of start channeling from there. So one of the things that I thought was really interesting, just to start this off, I have the what do you call that, like delta wave thing going on. So I was able to fall asleep and kind of like be awake and visualize something, and it was like so random, but I saw like this huge bear, and it was almost like, you know, like a Godzilla movie where there's like a skyline behind them, or they're like in this huge city. Yeah, that's what I saw, and the bear was not going crazy or anything. And then my husband woke up and told me he had a dream about a bear. So I was like, oh shoot. And we've been doing that. Like, I've been waking him up, I think, from his dream. I don't know, I can't explain it right now. But if I get the words to explain it, I'll tell you. So yes, let's ask Source what we are about to approach. What, you know, if you just feel like you're kind of at this like plateau. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle it again because I looked and I don't wanna. Okay. I got two cards. So, first one is Judgment. This is fire and Pluto associated with it. Yeah, so this is a number 2 card. It says a need to balance priorities when making choices. Answering the call to action creates new opportunity. This is very relevant to some of the energy I ran into today. It is calling for like awakening. You're about to have an awakening, purpose, reckoning, self-assessment, atonement, and rejuvenation. So that might be why you feel a little bit stuck, because you're like, okay, what am I waiting for, you know? So interesting. There was some energy today that I had to run into, you know, and I kept getting like spoken over, and I was like, all right, I'll let this person talk. And then I'd go for my turn, and then I'd let the person talk. And then I'd go for my turn again, and then like the first person would talk again, and I'd be like, oh my God, I need to say what I need to say. Like, I need to stand up for myself. And so I was like, dude, like when he was about to go again, like, please let me go right now. And I just had to stand up for myself. And it was funny, and I've had to like talk to that guy before and let him know like he's being too much. So yeah, I stood up for myself, and one of the reasons why we were talking so much and everyone was talking over each other was because we were bringing up problems and not any solutions to those problems. So I really think that this symbolizes something coming to an end and a choice being made to actually go forward with a solution. All right. We got the Queen of Pentacles next. So the Queen is kind of like represented by water or vice versa, and then Pentacles is an earth energy type of thing. So this is calling for, or it represents stability, form, foundations to rest on. Focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. And there are some other energies with this: protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, and practical. So it feels as though you are stepping into the comfort of yourself and being proud of your home and who you are and your relationships, and you know, just being able to see that you've made the right choices so far, and all the choices you've made have brought you to this exact moment right now, which is crazy. Like, we can wake up and just start making choices in the directions we want, but sometimes we just get in the habit of doing the same thing over and over again. Another card came out. This was the Knight of Swords. So Knights is like an air energy, and then Swords is also an air energy. So this is very heady, very quick, like downloads you're probably getting right now. It's a number 3 card, if I didn't say that already. Opening to communication, groups, and growth. Okay. Knight of Swords, you are strong, energetic, and ready to take on the world. So I think Source is just letting us know there's nothing you're really waiting for. It's more of an internal feeling that you're going to step into, and then everything else is going to roll in to fit that new embodiment that you're in. This is talking about being fearless and ambitious, competitive, logical, scientific, skillful, brave, and clever. So yeah, if you're the Knight of Swords, you are definitely like 10,000 steps ahead of everyone else. Air signs are just like that, yo, and I respect it. I love air signs, and I love to have one on my team. So yeah, they be knowing. So let's pull one last card and call it, because it's kind of hot in here. But I hope that this is giving you some kind of insight into what right now you are maybe like not puzzled with, but what might be a little foggy or hard to plan for, you know. So let's see. Oop. Okay. Wow. All right, we got strength. Dang, cool. Okay, thank you, Source. This is a fire energy Leo card. So yeah, you're about to show up and show out, baby. And this has to do with the number 8, which is totally like abundance, and everything's like a feedback loop, like the infinity sign, which is on this lady's head. And basically, I think what the universe wants us to know is like what we put out is what we're going to receive. So I know everyone says that, but it really is the step forward into making the life you want. You don't know your own strength until it's tested, okay? So yes, you might have some past behaviors that you're not very proud of, or you look back and like kind of criticize yourself too much. Forgive, because you're at this moment right now, and like I said before, all your choices brought you to right here, and that's all that's true and all that matters. So leave the past in the past, and what do we got? Okay, this is calling for self-assurance, confidence, passion, resilience, courage, and inner power. So definitely, it's time. You're doing great. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been working towards, if it's yourself, if it's something that represents you, you've put your heart into it, you put your trust in yourself, it is definitely going to, like, you're going to be able to validate yourself pretty soon. And then you're going to realize there's nothing you need to try to do. You're just going to be doing you. And then life is going to be more aligned. And that's like my whole goal with this channel, is to help people find alignment. Like, the more I'm aligned with, okay, am I standing up for myself? Am I saying no to things? Am I making choices every morning, every afternoon, every evening that serve the life I want to create? And if not, am I just tired? Do I need to take care of myself first? All of that, you know, are you getting your needs met? So, whatchamacallit, this is the Spirit Animal Oracle. I love this one by Colette Baron Reed. She is a baddie. She's beautiful. Anyways, I always say that, but so we pulled the Badger Spirit. So Source is letting us know, be fearless and bold. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? We were just talking about the Strength card. Okay, so yeah, there's no stopping you. There is no stopping you, and I think you're gonna surprise yourself. So number 4, that might be significant. And let's see what the card book thingy says. Be fearless and bold. Oracle message. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. What did I just say? Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of the Badger Spirit is the security that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself, be fearless, and be bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given a green light now. Do not be afraid to make the first move. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. What are you holding back for, you know? So I don't think you are anymore, so you're doing great. Protection message. When Badger Spirit comes to protect you, he reminds you that anger or aggression, argumentative behavior, and being pushy or manipulative will not result in a positive outcome. Perhaps someone close to you has excess Badger energy, or perhaps that energy is pent up in you. Either way, now is the time to calm down and allow the energy to pass through you. Go for a hike or brisk walk, shake it off or dance it out, so you can return to the situation determined and committed, but not so intense so you overwhelm others and yourself. The appearance of the Badger Spirit also serves as a reminder if you have been relentlessly pursuing something that keeps eluding you. The message is that it's time to surrender it up to your higher power, and maybe that's why it feels a little bit foggy right now. And focus on something else. Badger Spirit wants to protect you from self-will run rampant, from being obsessed with getting what you want in the form you prefer and timing that fits perfectly with your notions of what has to be. Remember, the world doesn't revolve around your wants. Better, more beautiful opportunities will be the result when you release some of that Badger Spirit intensity along with your need to have it your way 100%. And this is on page 12, 13, and 14. So take with that what you will, leave what does not resonate. And yes, you're ready. It's time. It's your time. And it's so interesting. I've been seeing a lot of videos say that June is a big month for everyone. So yeah, step into it, embrace it. You got this, and I love you. Bye.